We are going to take a look at the new layout of our base and see how it's performing. We're going to review a couple battles, and then we're going to make some minor changes. This is the plan for today on Giant Monster Games. Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian, and today, as I said, we're going to be looking at the base that we built last time, because we did a level 8 base build. I'm level 9 now, but we're going to look at a level 8 base build. And to start out with, from that video, I have only updated two things. One, I placed down my torches, so I have my torch over here. Oh, let's just go back to this one. We have a yellow torch down here, and then we have another yellow torch up there, and then we have the two blue torches over here. And I moved the spike trap, which used to be over here somewhere, where my cursor is pointing, and I moved it right here. So those are the only changes I've actually made to the entire base layout, but I've been doing really well with this base. So for my decoy battles, if I can get into them, for my decoy battles, I've only had two since we built the base, and I've lost both of them. I lost them both pretty bad. But, don't take that as a deterrent, my friends, because if you actually look at the other battles I've done, which has been 4, I have won 4 of the real battles. These are like actual people actually attacking me battles. So, so far it's at 2 to 3, 2/3 win. So, it's, what is that? 66.66666666666666% of the time, I win with this base. So far, I'm winning a lot. So, why are we winning? That is the number one question. Why has this base been winning? So, the way you're going to do this, and this is actually, if you're losing a lot with the base, you're going to go through the exact same process. Because I'm going to go through the process on how I tweak my base. So, it's really fun to watch your victories, right? It's really fun to watch your victories. But, it is much more important to look at your losses, to be honest. Because you want to see, how did these people attack, and how did they win against you? So, we're going to take a look at this first battle right here. We're going to go do a replay of it, and then we're going to talk about why they won and what we can be doing to improve the base so we can actually win against whatever this deck looks like. Let's do that now. To start out with, my opponent places 3 paladins up in the top right-hand corner of the map up there, or left-hand corner, I guess the top left-ish corner of the map, and he is going to proceed through, pushing through into my line. So he's getting held out with, he's getting pounded with my artillery at this point. The cannon is shooting him, the ballista can't quite reach it, can't quite reach. It's close. The big problem I'm going to point out here, and one of the reasons why I think I lost this battle, is because my clan building is not up and running. So, once these guys break through the gate here, there's nothing to stop them going through. They do have all of the things. Also, right there, that's a bad placement on that spike trap, because that is the first time it's fired off. They actually broke through the entire gate before we even managed to do any damage to them, so pretty weak dealing here. But, as you can see, they finally pushed through. They have the things to deal with my stuff, so they have the grenaders, so they're going to be blowing up my artillery really quickly. Luckily, I have the shield generator here, so they're trying to get through these walls and just doing very little damage, which is really handy for me. We do make short work of those paladins. He does place another paladin up in the top left-hand corner again, and kind of trying to come through a different side to try and get in some more damage here. I, again, make relatively short work of this. Now, here's where it gets really important. So, my opponent is going to throw down 3 paladins up in the top right-hand corner. He's also throwing around some other stuff. He's just trying to deal with my paladin and some of my other troops right now. So he's going to be throwing up right where my clan building was. He's going to be throwing down 3 paladins here in a second. We will see it. So, I mean, these two trade. He trades samurai for my paladin, and then he's going to drop down 3 paladins and a bunch of other units. And you never want to drop down a whole bunch of units in one spot, because the samurai can disarm. So it knocks off all 3 of the shields of all 3 of the paladins, which means we just really quickly take out the paladins. This is a huge swing for us in this value, and actually one of the reasons why I think I almost won this battle. Again, and then our opponent tries this other thing. So our opponent tries and places his troop on the outside of the wall to try and guarantee a 50% by taking out these 3 buildings. Obviously, our trap springs and throws him into the middle of the map, which is actually really handy for us. Again, this is actually one of the things that actually may have almost made us win the battle. We did lose, so our opponent is now trying to just take out the main building here. We use our gun blaster, or blast gunner I think it actually is, to knock these guys back, which deal with him. Now our opponent gets smart. He waits until this guy is reset on the other side of the building before he places his berserker again, which actually allows him to get the crown, which is over 50%, which I think is at 51% at this point. So this is what allowed us to lose. This is what made us lose in this exact battle. So what did we learn from that battle? Well, the big things we learned, if I didn't already point them out in the video, by the way, is, well, one, this trap here wasn't doing its full job. As in, the guys were stuck here attacking the gate right where this thing is right here, the torch. So what I did is I actually placed the torch here so we actually don't have to deal with people attacking the gate there. They're going to go around a little bit. Either they're going to attack the torch, which is going to be annoying, but more likely what's going to happen is they're going to go around because they're going to try and attack the gate, because the gate's actually what's blocking them, which makes them stand on the spike trap. That's the first one. The other one, and this is the biggest one, I pointed this out multiple times already, we lost because this thing was being in the middle of being upgraded. So coming in this way, we're short on a whole bunch of guys. Like, this provides 12 points worth of units right now. So I was losing, 11 to 12 points. Maybe I think it was 10 points. So yeah, 10, 11 points, maybe even 12 worth of units that would have been defending. So that's a huge drawback. So it's something to keep in mind. He had some pretty good solid strategies as well. I mean, he had all the things to deal with my artillery pieces. He had the grenaders, so he was taking them out really quickly. I do have a bunch of counters, by the way. I do run one of the things made me very proud was my samurai, because there's a couple things I run, and this is something for you to make note of. There's something that I run, and that is I always run this guy. Actually, I don't currently have my samurai anymore. I should probably put her back. I've been running this guy, so he is. Actually, let's go back there. I can go back there. I can talk about it from here. This is quite fine. So this guy blows the shields off of paladins, which is really freaking handy. He also pushes guys back, so if they're coming in a wave, he can shoot them back, which is really handy. Oh yeah, here's my samurai. This is my samurai right here. I just forgot that I changed her skin to a lady that's riding a robot. So samurais also, if a samurai can get a hit on a paladin, it'll knock their shield off usually. So you saw that was like super win there at one point. We took out 3 paladin shields, which is super rad. So samurais are really good. Samurais also do a ton of damage when they first hit. So, and then the tanks afterwards are actually quite a bit weaker, so not so good. I've been trying out the ninja. I don't think I like him. I think I'm going to replace him with something else. And then I always run a paladin in my base as well, because the paladin can soak a lot of damage, which hopefully allows your artillery to get in and do a bunch of damage as well. As far as my barracks, I've been running a guy in my barracks like this, and I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I'm thinking I might actually use those points somewhere else. I'm not sure. But yes, so that's currently what I have set up. And then I have 2 flame archers, because flame archers hit an area of effect. So there's no point not using them. So because they're going to do range, and they're going to hit stuff, and they're going to do range stuff. So those are the big things. Something I would think of when I'm adding with this is, because I have a bunch of walls now, I think I might actually, because I want people to attack from this side. This is the side I want people to attack from. So I think what I might do is actually wall in this side. So if people do attack here, I mean, sure, they're going to attack in and whatever, it's going to be a thing, but make it so this side is even more enticing. So I'm actually going to do that right now, mostly because, again, I do have a bunch of extra walls, so why not use them? So we're going to edit a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to go like this, and let's go like this. We might as well go nice and close, actually. So if we're going to go close, we're going to go like this. Make these walls actually line up nice and properly. And then we'll have a little bit of overlap here. And so there's a nice little nook thing there. And I have a bunch of other walls, because once you level up to level 9, you get a bunch more walls. So we're going to use them. Obviously, if you're doing a level 8 build, you can always use these walls that we have laying around here. Oops, I totally flipped that one. Yeah, so you can always be using those walls. We might... Oh, that's weird. Yes, let's grab more stuff. There's a tower here. The tower that goes with the air cannon, which is really cool. Because the air cannon knocks people back, which actually is really funny, because it allows you... I mean, it's funny in the sense that certain decks just no longer work with it, so... And I think what we're going to go like this. And we're going to put this here. Yeah, I think here's going to be fine. Because then we can keep this guy here. Do I go... Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. And we'll bring these things in so they're nice and close, because we don't want too much space between things anymore, because we're not aiming to have people attacking. And then we're going to reinforce this corner, I think. Just because if we're going to have it so there is a walled-in area, we might as well have it so it has more things in it. And we'll go like this. I think that's going to be good. And then I think we actually need to grab some of those other walls, which is totally fine. We have a ton of extra walls. We may as well use a couple of them. Alright, so let's just bring a couple over here. You come over here. I think we only need 3. We'll bring 3 over. 3 of them can come over. So far away. The problem with playing this on an iPhone is everything's really, really small. Okay, so you go here. Not like that, like that. And then I think we just go, what, like this and like this? So then it's just going to be harder for opponents to get into this corner, because it's going to be probably their next... The next way that people would be putting is they'll be putting guys down here. Which means we should actually swap these two. This guy should be on this side. Because he can actually, if they do put guys down here, they'll be able to shoot at them. He will be able to hit it. So the cannon will actually be able to hit this corner if they do put guys down here, which is something that is always handy to be able to deal with. So, yes. So if they come running in here, and again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use our torches. We have torches. Might as well use them. Torches are really good if you want to prevent people from spawning in a spot. Actually, I think we can double that up, actually, to be honest. So we put this here. So they're not going to be able to spawn right on top of this, but when they put a guy anywhere in here, the person's going to immediately run through the gate, or try to run through the gate. So that's totally fine. We can move this thing all the way down to here, because we don't want them actually spawning, like we don't want them to place their guys in this corner, so we can actually use this torch as just a way of preventing them from being able to place their guys anywhere near there. So why not use that? It's not a bad idea. And we have a second fence, or second gate, I should say, not a fence, it's a gate. I think we could probably use this more effectively somewhere else. Where though? I mean, we could put it here. Could put it there. Tis an option. Or we can put it somewhere else. I almost think that putting it here... Oh. So many fingers! I have so many fingers. I think put it here is just going to be an extra buffer. Extra buffer against stuff. This fence has worked okay a couple times. I mean, obviously they can place their guys in here and then they run into the trap, which we want to have set. This grenade, this trap here can actually move. And I think I want to move it... Where? I think. It can probably go here. Does it go there? Just trying to think of where people actually come in, and... Because, I mean, this one here, the battle guys came in here. Most of the battles are coming in over here, so having it up here might actually be more likely that they'll run across it. Let's go like this. I feel like this is going to be probably the most realistic where people blow up. The other thing about this is, like, the reason why people want to come in this side as well is there's no real good artillery on this side, where the cannons on this side is not hitting here. So people are enticed to go here because they're not going to get pummeled by the cannon, which is very fun for me. Actually, you know, I just kind of thought of something. We can actually make this a little bit better for us. But there's a thing called compartmentalizing in this game, and it's where you kind of put things in compartments. I know that sounds extremely original, I know. But you're putting things in compartments, so as people are moving into your base to attack and do stuff, they kind of have to go through a bunch of compartments, which takes their time, which is something we're going to try and use to our benefit right here. So we're going to go like this. I think this is going to be super handy. So, can I just go out here? Maybe? Things aren't lining up as well as I wanted them to. These walls are a little bit strange here. So, we kind of need to do the jump in thing, but we don't really have the space to do it. Indeed. Well, I think we're going to go like this. There we go. So now, we kind of sort of have a thing, but we don't really kind of have a thing at the same time. I don't really want to take any of those walls. I think we can take probably this fence piece here. And we're going to put it right here. So now, if they want to come into this thing here, there's two different sections, and I got to go through both of them, and it's going to be a pain on their butt. So we're going to try that. We're going to try it out. I'll see how it works, just to prevent them from going over here even more. I know there's not a lot of stuff over there. I mean, it's kind of weak for them to attack, because the big thing is they want to take out this thing. So let's see how this works. I think this is going to be a good little upgrade to the base, and I will let you guys know how it works out. I'll keep you posted on my constant updates. I am at silver level 2 now, so everyone I'm attacking and everyone that's attacking me is usually like at least a level above me. I haven't seen anyone of level 9 in there yet. I've only been it's been 1 day. This is Sunday, so it's only been 1 day. So there probably are people that are in level 9, but it's I'm doing too well. I need to go back down a level so I can actually fight people close to my level, but it's fine. Okay. So this is going to be GiantMonsterGames. This has been the upgrading of the base and how you go about doing it. You got to watch your parts. Again, let's reiterate. You need to watch your battles, specifically the ones you've lost. You need to look at where you lost. Like, what was the thing? Like, what caused you to lose, right? Did they not go over your traps? Did they not use your... Did they go somewhere that you weren't expecting? And then you need to adjust so you can deal with that. For this one here, again, specifically, we put a little trap in over here. Hey, well, I gained some stuff. We put a trap in over here to help deal with it. So that is the way we're dealing with in this exact case. Okay, my name's Adrian. This is GiantMonsterGames. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to game like a giant monster. Thanks for watching the videos here on GiantMonsterGames. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader GiantMonsterGames community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.